Madam President and colleagues, Senate Bill 358 is back on concurrence on our floor. This bill will revise the California Equal Pay Act. The amendments taken in the Assembly are technical in nature. California has prohibited gender bias in this state since 1949. But because of loopholes that have existed in this law, women continue to be paid less based upon gender. Indeed, women make 84 cents to every dollar in this state, and women of color do far worse. African American women make 64 cents to every dollar, Latinas 44 cents to every dollar. This bill will help close those loopholes in order to eliminate the wage gap and protect workers who actually want to inquire about the wages they're being paid relative to their colleagues. It will prohibit retaliation for them doing so. This bill has enjoyed broad-based support from labor, equal rights groups, the business community, including the California Chamber of Commerce, as well as strong bipartisan support in this House and in the Assembly. Members, it has taken decades of hard work to get to this point today when we are finally going to close the pay gap between men and women. We stand on the shoulders of the women soldiers who have been fighting this battle for decades. I am personally thrilled to be on this floor today, gray hair and all, because I have been battling this issue for at least the last 35 years. And I want to thank those women who've come before me. I want to thank all of you who are here today. This is such an important issue in a society where women work not for the pin money of the old days, but because they are, in so many instances, either the primary support of their families or they are a critical economic support of their families. Women today, because of the inequality in our pay, leave $33.6 billion annually on the table, which would otherwise go to provide food and shelter and clothing for their families, money that would otherwise go into the economy. This bill is long overdue, but here we are today with a chance to make history. This bill will be the template for other states to follow. This bill will say we are no longer going to differentiate in what we pay people based upon their gender. This bill is for our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, and for all of those in California who believe that we all should have a chance to strive for the American dream, be paid and honored appropriately for the work we do. And on that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Senator Leyva.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to thank the author, Senator Jackson, for her unrelentless support on this issue. Many of you have heard me say, and I'll say it again, I am amazed that in 2015, this is still an issue. As the mother of 23-year-old twin girls, when they were born, I had no idea that 2 decades into their life, we would still be working on this. So I thank you, Senator Jackson, Senator Hall. I know you're a co-author as well as all the other authors on this bill. This is an exciting day moving forward. This is a bill about women's rights, but it helps everybody. Anyone who is married. This helps my husband. If I make as much money as him, then that helps our family. So this isn't just about women. This is about our communities, and this is about our families. So thank you, Senator Jackson, and I look forward to voting yes and moving us forward.
Any further discussion or debate? Senator Stone.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, I also want to applaud the senator from Santa Barbara for championing this issue for many, many years. It is hard to believe that in 2015 we would even be debating this issue. And I'm hoping that this is a unanimous vote in the Senate today. As a father of a beautiful daughter, just passed the bar of a grandfather of a 2.5-year-old little girl. I stand with you and try to ensure a better future, especially for a lot of single moms that are in the state of California that are receiving pay that is not commensurate with their skill sets, but rather with their gender. We need to stand up, and I hope that we'll set an example that our Senate staffs is where we've got to begin, because there is pay inequality that exists within this building, and it's a good place to start, Senator, in making sure that women are paid for the commensurate with the skill sets that they have. I strongly urge an aye vote.
Senator Anderson.
Senators, the best template to follow won't be this bill, but rather how the Senate treats its own staff. You know, sadly, it was reported in the SAC-B that women in the Senate get paid 94 cents on the dollar. And more sadly, women in the Assembly get paid 92 cents on the dollar. We should be leading by example. Before we start shaking our fingers at those outside the dome, we should be looking inside and calling out those members who choose to underpay their staff. We should be the shining example. We shouldn't be looking to put pressure on others to make them the shining example. It's very, very disappointing that in this day and age, that under this leadership, women still go challenged with a gender gap. I'd urge you all to pay the women working for you equally to men. I urge an aye vote.
Any other discussion or debate? Seeing none, Senator Jackson, please close.
Thank you. It's now going to take the commitment of employers and culture change. But our laws play an important and vital role in initiating that change. This bell rings the bell, signaling the time for significant change to once and for all close the wage gap and pay women equally for the work that we do. With that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. Bates. Aye. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Aye. Block. Aye. Canella. Aye. De Leon. Fuller. Aye. Gaines. Aye. Galgiani. Aye. Glazer. Aye. Hall. Aye. Hancock. Hernandez. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Hill. Hueso. Aye. Huff. Aye. Jackson. Aye. Lara. Aye. Leno. Aye. Leva. Aye. Liu. Aye. McGuire. Aye. Mendoza. Aye. Mitchell. Aye. Monning. Aye. Morlock. Aye. Morrell. Wynn. Aye. Nilsson. Aye. Pan. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Roth. Aye. Runner. Aye. Stone. Aye. Vidak. Aye. Wachowski. Aye. Wolk. Wolk, aye. Anderson. Aye. De Leon. Hancock. Hill. Aye. Morrell. Aye.
Absent members, please.
De Leon. Aye. Hancock.
Ayes 39, no 0. The Assembly amendments are concurred in.